Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back and I'm so glad that you were here. I have been very erratic lately because of many things, especially health related. But now I am back and I hope, and I've got enough precautionary measures so I don't fall sick again, especially with the monsoons coming up. But I don't want to go into any of that. I am so stoked and I want that I'm back here. I get to do this reading for you and I hope to be posting more often, the longer format as well. So this reading is a career reading and we're going to look at a set of 7 questions. I will be live shuffling the tarot as well as the oracle cards. The questions include: where are you headed? What can you do to make your career more fulfilling? Then we'll look at what are the other questions I've written for you. Let me see. And then we're going to look at whether you are in alignment with your soul's calling. And then this next 2 questions are meant only for those who are actually planning to shift. You've been considering whether you want to carry on in this place of work, or you want to switch jobs, or you want to switch careers completely, start a different line. So the next 2 questions are going to be for those of you who are in that situation, in which I will ask one question, one card we'll pull out to find out what happens if you switch jobs, and the next question will be what happens if you stay. So these 2 questions only if it applies to you, all right? And thereafter we're going to look at anything else that comes out, and then advice cards, both from tarot as well as a whole lot of oracle cards which I've kept here. All right, so without further delay, let me introduce you to the piles. There are 3, as you can see. Pile number 1 is the Wild Unknown Tarot, or this card, which says achievement, Sun in Capricorn. Pile number 2 is the Mystic Mondays Tarot. This card, it is Mars in Cancer with QUARREL. And pile number 3 is the Golden Tarot. And this card, which is Sun in Libra with Harmony. For those of you who are naturally intuitive, the timestamps are below. You may head to the timestamps and I will see you at your pile. And for those of you whom that quick meditation helps to center yourself before you choose, beautiful seekers, let us begin. Sit with your spine erect, palms open, facing upward. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. And when you are ready, free of distractions, gently take in a deep breath. Hold. Focus between your eyebrows. Connect with your inner guidance, centering yourself. Know that your intuition will never lead you astray. And with that trust in yourself, gently breathe out. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, and whichever pile you're drawn to, that is your pile. And now I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1, those of you who've chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot, or this card here which says achievement. The number 10 could be significant. This is Sun in Capricorn. For some of you, mandala art may be significant. For some of you, you may be working with the government. For some of you, you may be practicing law. And for some of you, you may be, I hear some of you may be working in museums in whichever capacity. And for some of you, you may be working in a corporate job as well. All right? But you are very hardworking. You may have a Capricorn very dominant in your chart, Capricorn or Aquarius. Basically, you have the influence of Saturn a lot. All right, and this could be either using your Western astrology chart or Vedic astrology, does not matter. You are either, on the threshold of making it big. You may be feeling it, and this feeling may be there for quite a while now, and you may be hearing this at many tarot readings if you watch, or you just have this feeling that it should be coming now, and you've been very patient. And I can just tell you this much, that it is indeed coming now. But Saturn, if you're influenced by Saturn a lot, Saturn takes its own sweet time, all right? And it's only when you are absolutely ready in the eyes of Saturn that, your success comes to you. So keep up the good work. You're on the right path. This is definitely coming here for you. We will leave that card there, all right? I can't find the guidebook to that, otherwise I would have read it for you. So pile number ones, I hope you're doing well and you're not overburdening yourself with your work because you're not seeing the results. Just keep doing your work at a steady pace. Consistency is the key, with balance. No killing yourself without, looking at other areas of your life. What most people do is to pour in so much of effort, and then after some time you get frustrated and you can't keep up. But consistency is the key. For Saturn, it's discipline and consistency. And I feel you must already be doing that. For some of you, which I had mentioned at the beginning when I picked up that card, and what I'm getting, Spirit is calling me to tell you that, is if you are getting tense a lot, maybe practicing mandala art could actually, release some of that tension. It doesn't have to be that. It could be any art form or anything that you like to do as a hobby, which is something creative. It will dissipate the excess tension if you are feeling that right now. All right, so let me pull out 7 cards for you. The first card says, where are you headed, pile number 1, as far as your career is concerned? The next question is, what can you do to make your career more fulfilling? The next question is very important, and I'll tell you about it as well. Are you in alignment with your soul's calling? Now, this is a trick question in the sense that sometimes you may be doing whatever it is, whatever area it is in your life, it may be in accordance with your soul calling. And for some of you, you may be thriving, doing very well, very happy, but you may not be in alignment with your soul's calling. That does not mean you have to switch. Finally, at the end of the day, everything is going to take you to where you need to be. But if you are happy doing what you're doing, just because the card comes saying that this is not your soul calling, don't dump your work. It just means that you're meant to learn some lessons here before you will be pulled in another direction. All right, so if you're thriving where you are, whether this card comes as yes or no for you, continue doing it. If you're enjoying your work and if it's giving you all that you want, just one card shouldn't change your life. All right, this is where you get to use your discernment. Now the next question is, what happens if you switch your jobs? This is again only for those people who are, at a crossroad, wondering whether they should switch or not. What happens if they switch and what happens if they stay? So this is only for those people. The 4th and the 5th card. The 5th card is, what happens if you continue to stay? Pile number 1. Anything else that you should know? Anything else that pile number 1 needs to know, Spirit? Thank you. And advice from Spirit. You get 2 cards here. All right. Bottom deck energy is the Mother of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take out 1 card each from each deck. You get the mask. For this card, I will definitely be reading from the guidebook. You get mystery. I guess you've been working so much and you want answers. With that Mother of Swords there is air element in your chart, that is Libra energy. You get first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. Bottom deck energy, oh yes, I do feel this for you very much. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. It's time for some rest because you've really been working, and maybe because you're not seeing results, you may have lost that balance somewhere wherein you're putting in more and more effort and losing the balance of, resting in between when your body really needs it, your mind, your heart, your soul, it needs you to take a break. Just remember, your hard work never goes unnoticed, but when you bring imbalance, then you cause a block. So just be consistent and self-disciplined, but don't kill yourself overworking. You get leadership. Oh, beautiful. The number 31 or 4 could be significant. You're very close to achieving your success, but don't create unnecessary blocks by, pushing yourself more than you should. Just keep that steady effort going. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. Oh, wonderful. And it's not just your shields, I feel you need to drop your mask now. We'll keep that there. And you're being told to be really kind to yourself. Take it easy, keep your heart open, and try and imbibe the qualities wherein you let yourself be seen. Don't have to have that stoic mask. It's all right to be vulnerable. Over the years, we've been taught, because of whatever we've been through, our family patterns, to not show our vulnerability outside. But to show your vulnerability is also a great strength. And I keep saying this over and over in different readings of mine, because don't kill yourself because you are not able to express. Be authentically you. All right, so now let us begin the reading. Where are you headed, pile number 1? And you get the star. Oh my God, shall we just stop this right now? Look at this. You are headed to a whole lot of success, a whole lot of success. And when it comes, as they say, when it rains, it pours. You know that success is coming. You feel it. I told you that you may be feeling it already. A lot of tarot readers, if you follow different tarot readings or whatever, they may be telling you it's about to come, it's about to come. And it's been frustrating wait since you've heard it for the first time till now that you're watching this reading, that everyone says it's coming. I'm feeling it's coming. Where is it? It is here. Stop. Maybe it was just about to reach and you started pouring in more effort and creating a block. Just go back to your comfortable pace of working. It is going to come. With this mystery card here, you don't get all the answers. You don't get the exact time, date when it's going to come, but it will come. And it's going to be success that is going to be visible to the world. It's going to be something that's going to stay for a while. It's going to really catapult you big time. Beautiful, beautiful energy. What can you do to make your career more fulfilling? You get the strength in reverse. Absolutely. You know what I was getting? Even when I told you that there's a great amount of strength in being vulnerable. I feel these two cards go together. You've not been showing your softer side to anyone. Because of this, you create a sort of imbalance, as though nothing bothers me, nothing upsets me, I can keep working, I will lead by working 10 times more than anyone else can, even at the cost of burnout. I will not give myself a break. That is a weakness, pile number one. To be able to say, yes, I'm exhausted, I have been working really hard, and now I'm taking a break. I'm not waiting for let things come and then I will take a break. No, I need to take a break now. I've put in a lot of work. I can afford to take a breather. I will delegate it to someone else. I will watch from a distance, and I'll come back when I'm feeling fresh again. And it's all right to let people know that you need a break. And this is what I'm getting from here. And when you allow yourself to take breathers from time to time, all right, I'm not saying don't take responsibility, or when you are really needed and only you can do what needs to be done, you take a break. I'm not saying that. But don't drive yourself into such a frenzy that it comes to, you feeling that nobody else can do anything except you, and you don't delegate. You're paranoid about someone bungling things up. But you're being told that you need to have a beautiful balance. Let people see your vulnerability. Schedule things in such a way that every single day when you're working, putting hours and hours to work, you also take a substantial amount to, just take it easy. Try and exercise, maybe meditate, spend time with your family, go out, watch a movie. And if you are actually shocked at me saying this, all the more reason that you need to work on it. Because life is not about one thing, and it's not that you will achieve this and then yes, you can do that for short-term goals. For example, if you're the kind of person who struggles with discipline, you can give yourself, short goals. I'll finish this much work for the next half an hour, then I'll take a break. These are for people who can't concentrate. In your case, it's not like that. You're at it over and over again, over days, months, years maybe, without taking a proper breather. And this needs to change. And you have to give yourself that balance so that you find whatever you're doing as fulfilling, and it doesn't become a burden just because your calculation of your achievement should have reached you by this time doesn't happen. If you've been enjoying your life throughout and not killing yourself working, you will not be focused on that achievement right now. Having said that, please don't misunderstand me for saying, as though I'm saying that you're not being patient. You have been patient, you have been working, but the universe rewards you when you start taking care of other aspects of your life as well. You've got to have a well-rounded, happy life. It's not just in one direction. All right? Are you in alignment with your soul's calling? And you get the Son of Swords in reverse. And you're being told you're not in alignment with your soul's calling yet. With the Mother of Swords in reverse and the Son of Swords in reverse, I feel, the first thing I get when I see the Mother of Swords or the Queen of Swords is that there is someone who does not know how to maintain their boundaries. With the Son of Swords in reverse, I feel you do not express authentically. There is a lot you feel. There is only 10% of what you feel that you say. Yes, when we are dealing with a lot of people, we do use filters occasionally because you don't want to rub everyone the wrong way, but that does not mean that you don't speak when it's required. Honesty is important, and sometimes it's unpleasant conversation that needs to be had. And no matter who that person is, they've got to be told, and you can't suppress what you need to say. All right? And if you feel that you're suppressing something is going to help you in the long run and not disrupt your activities, then the day it disrupts, it's going to be so huge. All right? So you've got to learn balance. And I feel that's the most important thing. When it comes to your professionalism, when it comes to how good you are, your skill set, your vision, everything is fine. What you lack big time is balance. and balance in different ways. One, you don't give yourself rest. Two, you don't express yourself the way you should. You do not let people see your vulnerability. All right, you've built up this image, and maybe that's come as a result of a lot of pain that you've had. If you have strong Saturn in your chart, chances are the first 30 years of your life you would spend being misunderstood in your family, with your friends, with everyone. You would feel like the black sheep, and painstakingly working really hard, you've reached to where you are right now. All right, and that success is very important for you, and it will come. I'm telling you, it will come. But don't lose balance, because then you yourself are creating the block and no one else. All right, so this is something you need to know. And whether you're in alignment with your soul calling, you are not yet in alignment with your soul calling, because the time is not right yet. All right, so keep working on what you're working, unless it is one lot of you who are actually not happy where you are, where the work that you're doing is not giving you satisfaction, and that you are not as enthusiastic to know about your achievement or what you'll get at the end of it. Something is changing, and it is for those people that I have the next two cards, which say that what happens if I switch my job, and what happens if I stay. All right, so this is only for those of you who are not happy where they are, not because of the achievement that is being delayed, but you just feel that this is not my cup of tea anymore. For those of you, all right. So the next card says, what happens if you switch jobs or switch careers? Ace of Wands. So for those of you who are not happy where you are, and not because the success hasn't reached yet, but you genuinely don't like what you do anymore. There was a time you liked it, and there's something pulling you in another direction altogether. This most likely will not be you switching your companies, that you don't like it in company A, so you'd go on to do a different job in company B. You do the same job but in a different company. If that's what it is, then this card is not meant for you. You basically, when I'm talking about this, do you need to change jobs or careers? I feel this is less about the place that you're working and more about the type of job that you're doing, because then this is a clear indication that this job you don't enjoy anymore, because your soul is calling you in a different direction. So if you are here now, see, I have to reiterate it, even though I'm sounding highly repetitive, because I don't want any of you who are enjoying yourself doing what you do to just leave your job because I say that you're not in alignment with your soul calling. If you were happy doing what you were doing, wonderful things are waiting to happen for you. All right, keep putting in that effort, just stay in balance. But despite doing everything, knowing that the success is coming, if you just lost interest in what you do and your soul is calling you in a completely different direction, then if you switch your careers, there is going to be a brand new God-sent opportunity for you. This is going to be something which will unleash your creativity. This is going to be something you're so passionate about. Chances are this is something you always want to do as a kid, but life got in the way and you got into something which was more stable, which would give you more money, but this is not where your heart was. If you are in this particular situation where this place is no longer serving you, and then you switch jobs, this is what's going to come. And if you are this person who wants to actually switch, who is not happy here, but because of your circumstances or because of what people will say, you want to carry on staying, then what happens? You get the Ace of Swords. So beautiful. There's a new beginning either way. This is going to be a new beginning as far as, a creative, passionate opportunity is there. So much waiting to happen. But if you carry on staying, you are going to see things absolutely clearly. So this could be in any way. You're going to see either the futility of staying on, or what you're being taught here, or what do you need to do next. So both ways, you're going to get a brand new opportunity. I don't believe this. I love the cards. They're beautiful. which goes on to say that there is no right or there is no wrong. There is a golden opportunity either way, moving forward. All right. Anything else you need to know? You get the Three of Swords upright. For those of you who have been pushing yourself into working and more working without any rest, if the reason of that is because you're trying to numb yourself or put the pain past you, you are being told that overworking yourself, getting out of balance, and just pouring everything that you have in one direction may have helped you for a brief while, but this is going to be something that will bring you down again, because you cannot hide or heal your wounds by hiding them or channelizing them without healing in some direction, because this is going to affect your health. This is going to affect everything in your life. So you really need to heal. This is a message for you. Pile number 1. I'm not surprised that this card came here. Keep your heart open. You've really been working very hard on whatever it is that you're working. No one's taking that away from you, all right? But there is this small gap between you and you being this leader or this solid person for those around you. And that is how you will process your pain and how you come back into balance. You're not able to show your vulnerability because there's a lot of pain that you're hiding. And you're being told that you're working really hard. People around you are looking at you. They are inspired by you. But even they can sense there is a wall up. Even they can sense that you're not approachable. And that's because you've got a lot of pain that you don't want people to see. That is why you have the strength in reverse, because you're not able to show your vulnerable side. That is why you have a mask here. You feel that if people know your darkness that you hide within, you feel exposed. And you're being told to not be so hard on yourself. It's okay to drop your shields. You are protected. Everything is good. The universe is seeing how hard you worked. But you need to be kind to yourself and you need to heal. Forgive whoever this person is who's caused this pain, and forgive yourself. Some things happen in order to move us out from a certain stagnant situation and move us towards something else. So never hold a grudge here. You are meant to be a leader, and you're being taught in mysterious ways by the universe, which may be frustrating for you because we don't understand the ways of the universe. But you're doing everything right. It's like you had a lot of pain. Whether anyone knew about it or not, you just hid it. That's mistake number 1. You've not processed it. You've just hidden it. All right. You just said that, all right, I felt the pain. It's miserable. I sat in it long enough and now I want to move. That is a good decision, but you haven't processed it. It's just that you felt it for so long and now you feel you'll break. So you've just swept it under the carpet and you've used all your energy into work, which is beautiful. Some people use it for drugs and alcohol. You've put it for work. Great. So you put in all your effort there and you're building something beautiful. It's coming. This is guaranteed that it's coming. In doing so, you've started getting so focused on that. Every time the pain comes up, you work harder and harder. So from a person who's moved forward, pushing the pain in order to do something positive, now you've moved it so much in this direction. Basically, the long and short of it is, excess is not good. Excess of anything is not good. Balance is the key to your success. And right now, it's very important for you to address this issue. Forgive yourself first and foremost. Forgive that person for your own peace. Know that some things are just not in our hands. Most things are not in our hands. And if it happens, there's a reason behind it. Be grateful for the lessons you've learned. Be grateful for whatever else you have. Let them go in peace you pull back your energy and you work on yourself and let your authentic self be seen. Keep your heart open for new things to come. When you come into balance, this is just going to land in your lap because you've done all the work that is required for this achievement to come in. The block is created by your lack of balance. Advice from Spirit, and you get the Six of Cups in reverse and the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. This person meant a whole lot to you, and this is definitely a love situation. And your connection may have shown a lot of promise. With the Daughter of Pentacles here, for some of you, you may have a child with this person. But this was something which is very beautiful. You've known each other for a very long time, and you can't get yourself to move on from here or give anyone else some place in your life. But you're being told that this very thing is blocking your energy. While it motivates you to work, you're doing it to hide these feelings. But you need to process these feelings and let them go. And that's when things start shifting for you. You've really worked very hard, all right? I will read this mask again, just in case I'm missing out anything, because I've just read the card intuitively. So if there's anything that you need to know, let's just read it here. The mask, the persona, the performance, the reveal. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity. Yet, contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives a voice to that which was previously rejected. When this card appears, enact the side of you that's seeking expression. Absolutely. You know, you've got these expression cards blocked. Yeah. Yes. So when this card appears, enact the side of you that is seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater. So anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice. Embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in the ritual of expanding the self. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It's likely that you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward into this perception-bending time. Trust it. When light reveals what has been suppressed, when dark further conceals what is rejected. And it's time for you to actually reveal things, pile number one. So you are using this mask. You know, people occasionally get to see a softer side of yours, but the minute they come closer, you go back to what it was before. You seem to feel that this portion of you is now over and nothing can open this. But till you keep your heart open, nothing's going to work. You've worked so hard on something, and this something that you're going to do is something that will benefit a lot of people. But the delays are happening because of balance, and that balance isn't coming because you're not able to be your authentic self. And you're not being able to be your authentic self because there's something blocking you here which needs attention. And it's not to say that you can't do this simultaneously. You need to be very kind to yourself. If your soul is calling in a different direction, that's good. And if you're being told to stay on, that's good too. One way or the other, there is change coming in your life. There is golden opportunity from the universe for all the effort you've put in. All right? Whatever you're putting in effort into is helping a lot of people. Your career, whatever this is going to help a whole lot of people. This is the star, Aquarius energy. There's a lot going to happen for a whole lot of people's benefit. But what about you? Pile number one. You need to work on yourself first and keep your heart open. Work on your pain. All right, you have used that pain to fuel you, but you've not actually used the pain to fuel you. To suppress the pain, you fueled your energies into something else. But you can actually use that pain as fuel. But for that, you need to heal the pain. And this is the time for it now. All right, I hope this resonated with you. Either ways, career-wise, if you just look at it from a very career point of view, you're working really well. You're professionally sound. You got all the ideas in the right place. Balance is lost because of overwork, because you've not given to yourself. Solution is to take a breather, rest, recuperate, make a balanced routine wherein you get every day to do what you want to see. You are stepping into a leadership role. People are looking up to you because you've changed the game for everyone. But no one wants an imbalanced leader. There may be other people who love to have fun, but because you're so work oriented, you don't understand other people's idea of fun because you think it's frivolous, because you've had a raw deal when you were having fun. So you need to heal this, all right? And I wish you all the very best for the best life yet. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, those of you who've chosen this card here, which says QUARREL, Mars in Cancer. Welcome to your reading. For some of you, you're in conflict at work with your boss perhaps, or with a co-worker. For some of you, if you're in a business with someone, you've partnered with someone and now you've suddenly stopped seeing eye to eye. Your ideologies have suddenly become very different and you need to come out of here. And for some of you, this is just you battling within. Maybe some of you want to switch a job, but logic says no, but your heart says yes. So that's why the quarrel is. So for each of you, this is going to be different. We'll take a look. All right. So pile number 2, how are you doing? I hope apart from this dilemma, things are working great in your life, your health and everything else. All right, pile number 2. Where are you headed? Where are you headed? What can you do to make your career more fulfilling? Are you in alignment with your soul's calling? And now the next 2 questions are for those of you who are at crossroads, wondering whether you should stay in the job or leave. All right, and what will happen if you do? So the next questions are for you only if you are in that situation right now. What happens if you switch career at this time? What happens if you stay put? Anything else you need to know? Advice from Spirit. Bottom deck energy is the Death card. Transformation. We're going to pull out your oracle cards as well. I'm just taking out 1 card each. See the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. You get pleasure. Bottom deck energy is the Radiance card here, which is again reminds me of the Phoenix, all right, which is death energy, transformation, huge transformation vibes from your pile. So either you are planning a switch, or who you are is changing, what you bring to the table is changing. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. You am feeling that, there's someone at work you trusted a lot, whose counsel you trusted a lot, and maybe they have not been fair, or they've not been loyal, is what I hear. Flow. You're also being told that when you don't have answers, the one way out of frustration is flow. Just surrender and let things work out. Last but not the least is this card, for which I will read out from the guidebook. For pile number 2, Spirit. For pile number 2, Spirit. Should I take this card? Okay. The Father. Oh. I'll keep that here. Beautiful pile number 2. Let us begin with your reading. With the bottom deck energy as the death card here, something needs to change, and it will change. And it's not going to be something small, it's going to be dramatic. So with that quarrel card here, I feel that, you are just at that threshold where a big disruption or big change is going to happen. Somewhere you are very frustrated for not having the answers. For some of you, if you are with this Father card here, if you are, look at this is also with a, demarcation. Look at that card there. For some of you, I feel, if you are a part of a family business, and, in the past, your father used to run the business in a particular way, which was, very successful. It went by tried and tested methods, and you are someone who wants to bring change, and that's not being received, and so you're deciding to branch out. All right, this is going to be something transformational. For some of you, you are actually, if you're working under someone, or if you've had a joint business with someone, again, as I said, your ideologies are different, you want to go. And for some of you, it's between your head and your heart. What you're doing is bringing you a lot of money, maybe a lot of fame as well, but you want to switch jobs and do something completely different. Your heart belongs elsewhere. So this is what I'm getting. And now let's see, where are you headed? And you get the Knight of Cups. You're headed towards doing what you love. You're headed towards doing something when you want to pour in your loving energy, do things the way you want to do it. You want, for you, it's very important that you take pleasure in what you do, that you enjoy, you stop to smell the roses. You are the kind of person who just, this is exactly opposite of the last pile, wherein they just wanted work, work, work. You want work, you're not scared of hard work, but you like to do things differently. You want to change things from traditional ways of doing things. You want to bring in easy energy into it, and you feel it just makes you more efficient. All right? How can you make your career more fulfilling? And you get the Four of Swords. Yes, you need time to breathe. You need time to take a break. You need time to indulge in things that make you happy. You like the finer things in life. I'm getting, though this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, this is Scorpio energy, I'm getting a lot of Taurus and Libra energy from this, and you need things to happen a certain way. You don't like being rushed. You don't like being focused on one thing and letting everything else be. You thrive in balance. And right now, wherever you are, you're not getting that balance. Maybe the workload is a whole lot. not giving you time to look at any other area of your life, and this is not okay with you. And you may have seen the bigger picture, and you may have realized that your staying in this particular place may cause a lot of frustration unless some change is made. Either you come to a compromise or you're ready to change. And with this death card here, I am not surprised if big changes are waiting to happen. Are you in alignment with your soul's calling and you get justice? You are very much with this. Look at that Libra energy again. Here also I was saying Taurus and Libra energy. You have see the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, which is also Sagittarius is also represented by the Temperance card, balance. This is it. You want balance. You are definitely aligned with your soul's calling because your thought is very grounded. On one level, it's grounded. You know what life is all about. You know it's all about balance. You understand balance. And because you understand balance and because you trust your instinct, which is again with Cancer energy, Scorpio energy, instinct is a very big thing, Pisces energy. You are in touch with your intuition. And you know that where you want to go is going to be something wherein there is going to be balance. Right now, one way or the other, whatever is happening makes you want to just detach and take some time. And I feel that's what you need to do. The Four of Swords is like the hermit of the minor arcana. And one way for you to solve these problems efficiently, take your career to the next level, is to actually detach from whatever is happening, indulge in that pleasure that you actually seek, take some time to just be away from everyone and clear your head and just go with the flow, and you'll find you get your answers and you're ready to move. Because what the area in your life which you're working on, whatever it is, whether it is with a father figure, whether it's with a father, whether it's with a partner, whether it's under someone, what you're doing, you love to do. It brings you a lot of happiness. How it's being done is what you have a problem with. Now, for those of you who are at the threshold, which I feel most of you are, and what happens if you leave or if you change careers at this time and you get the Seven of Wands in reverse? If you change careers at this time, you would not have to fight every step of the way, which I feel lately in the setup of yours. Every day, you get this feeling that it's you against everyone else. It's you against everyone else. To obtain the smallest thing, there's a lot of argument. This will leave your life if you switch jobs. All right, you will be able to take action without so much of resistance from everyone around you. What happens if you stay? Seven of Cups. If you stay, look at that, you have two sevens here. If you stay, you may be fantasizing about leaving. What happens if this happened? What happens if that happened? That's the energy going to be. So I feel that the transformation that's going to happen is you love what you do and it's in alignment with your soul calling, but it has to transform. And I feel for a lot of you, you are going to switch, because that is going to be, and when I say switch, unlike the last pile when I was saying the switching would be switching career, you're going to be called in a different direction. In your case, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be doing it in a very balanced way where you are the leader, where it happens the way you want it to, wherein there is no continuous fighting and arguing to do it one way, wherein, it's all work and nothing else. You want balance, and you're going to bring that into whatever it is that you do. So if you carry on staying here, you'll keep wanting to go into this energy and planning out what else to do, getting out from this place. So I feel the time has come, the time is ripe for this transformation. You may have to actually branch out from wherever it is that you are. Anything else you need to know? Temperance. Oh my God, didn't I mention Temperance? Yes, here. Full moon in Sagittarius, I said see the bigger picture. You are, your head is on the, your head and your heart, they are in the right place. Your head is so balanced. And in between, I was saying your head and your heart are conflicted. I'm sorry, I take that back. For your head and heart are in perfect harmony. You are in perfect balance. Look at that center of your reading. You have justice and then you have temperance. Both are cards of balance, and you are very balanced individuals. All right, and you know what it is that you want. And right now, the transformation that's happening is, if you've been in your family business with your father or a father figure, irrespective of your own gender, or if you've been in a partnership with someone, could be your spouse, or it could be any partner, your friend, whatever it is, or if you're working in a company, you are leaving that place. You are branching out. You are going solo. You are going to a place where you are aligned. You've thought about it a lot. You've seen the bigger picture, and everything is telling you, including your own instincts, telling you that this is not going to work. You need to go. And you know that this is what the universe wants of you, and you are ready to go with the flow. You're ready to walk away from here. And, you're just at the threshold of just speaking it out and then moving. Advice from Spirit, and you get the 6 of Swords in reverse. Spirit says that whatever you want to do, this transformation is going to happen. But I feel that you need to stay on for some more time before you leave. 6 of Swords is someone who's moving away to calmer waters. With this coming in reverse, you're just being told not yet, because everything else tells you that you should be moving. But when Spirit is saying 6 of Swords is in reverse, I believe that you're being told, there will be a time where you will know. Either you're going to be shown the door, which would be a better way, because if you leave, you may burn bridges, because the people whom you're leaving behind are not going to be so benevolent. But if they tell you to go, then they won't be burning the bridges, because it's not an ego issue then, and you are very balanced to let that change things. And yet, I'll take a clarification for the 6 of Swords, Spirit. What is the 6 of Swords, Spirit? Why is it in reverse? Why shouldn't they go? Because right now, neither you nor the situation is in balance, because it's not time for you to leave yet. 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. There is some truth that you think you know, but some more truth needs to come out, and then you will be in balance with the 2 of Cups here, and then you will be able to move. This change is happening, absolutely full guarantee. There's no stopping you now. This transformation has to happen. You will not, either the place, whatever is going to happen, for some of you it could be that you don't need to move out. Your truth is going to be seen by those people you work with, and they are going to change it as per whatever it is that you've been talking about. And it is for those of you, and that's why you're being told to wait. Each and every one of you, if you're in this threshold where you're ready to go, you're being told to wait for some more time. Something is about to happen which may actually make your work situation completely transform. You will get a bigger say in whatever it's happening, and you will be able to do what you love to do in the way that you want to do. And for some of you, you've got to wait for that time so that you know that there's no doubt left and you have to leave. All right? So whatever this reading is, take it as I said it. But the thing of having to move, wait a little while longer. You'll come to know when you need to move. All right? For those of you who are wanting to know this card, because I've said it intuitively, but I really like to read it because she writes it really well. Here it is. The Father. The Great Father, the Masculine, the Protector. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Yet, here, yet gone. The champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape his duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. When light, supportive, strategic, regal, kind, authority, and while dark, disappearing, disappointing, devastated by failures. So I feel for a lot of you, this is in direct relationship with your father. It is a family business. It's about a father figure. And for some of you, it is about healing your own wounds with your father, which may get triggered in the setup. But whatever it is, pile number 2, I feel that you are very balanced people. You may have strong Libra, Sagittarius, or Taurus in your chart. You're very balanced. You're seeing things correctly, but you need to wait. All the answers are not out yet. For some of you, the change is happening within your place of work and you wouldn't need to move. For some of you, you will need to move. But for all of you, you need to wait. Something more needs to come out, reveal itself before you make that choice. All right? That is all I have for you. I am wishing you all the very best, sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 3, those of you who've chosen this beautiful card here which says Harmony, Sun in Libra or the Golden Tarot, welcome to your reading. You may have been drawn to another pile. If so, you can go and check it out. I'm not going to mention it. But I find that for you, who's naturally very charming, you may have very strong Libra in your chart, all right, Sun, Moon or Rising. You very balanced people. For you, fairness and justice is something which is very important. Harmony is something that is imperative for you. And I feel for some of you, your career is moving into a very harmonious period. All right? Things are working beautifully. Your whatever hard work you've put in has made you reach a place wherein you don't really need to do too much, especially if this is an independent venture that you're running, or even if it's at work. It's a well-oiled system that you've made, and you've done that because you've painstakingly made it that way so that things can work in a very balanced and beautiful fashion, because harmony is something that you can't do without. That's a basic requirement for you to thrive. For some of you, I feel it's your time to shine right now. All right, whatever it is that you've been working on, and for some of you, if you're trying to make it big in an industry wherein you're visible, say movies or something in which your face is shown, wherein you are, it could be a platform online wherein you are showing yourself, you are going to witness tremendous success. And there's going to be a lot of harmony, especially in your career. And I feel not just, and because of that, there's going to be a lot of harmony in your life as well, because you won't have it any other way. So pile number 3. I love it when pile number 3 comes with a theme like that. Look at that. Bottom deck energy is the 2 of Cups. Not bottom deck energy, split deck energy. And you do have a tower here. So maybe in the past, you had to actually cut a lot of people off or change jobs or whatever, so that you've come to this, so that you could reach this place of harmony. And that's why you're here. So beautiful pile number 3s. I hope you're all doing well, and you may be already witnessing this harmony, in which case you will be really thriving at this time. And for some of you, it's just about to come. All right. So where are you headed? Pile number 3. Where are you headed? What can you do to make your current situation more fulfilling? Are you in alignment with your soul's purpose? Now, for those of you wherein you've not reached this place of harmony and that disruption, remember when I split the deck, on one side there was the Two of Cups, on the other side there was the Tower. For some of you, the Tower is yet to happen. All right, so it is for those people where the Tower is about to happen, where you're deciding whether you should stay in your current career or switch, whether you need to change just the job or do you need to change the line. If you're already in that place wherein this is plaguing you and you want an answer, should I stay or should I leave, the next 2 cards are for you. The first one is, what happens if you switch your jobs or career? You get 2 cards. What happens if you stay put? Anything else you need to know? And advice from Spirit. Bottom deck energy is the, oh my god, look at that again, balance. 6 of Pentacles. There's equal give and take. You get the Ocean. Wow, I don't think I've ever pulled this out in a reading. We'll read this at the end. I'm going to put this card here. For you, I'm doing it differently. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. Strength. You're being divinely guided and you are divinely protected. You get Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Bottom deck energy. Embrace the energy of peace, which is exactly in alignment with this harmony card here. Sometimes I forget whether I've cut the deck. You get Simplicity. The number 45 or 9 could be significant. You get Full Moon in Taurus with Detoxify. All right, beautiful pile number 3. Let's begin your reading. First and foremost, I feel that you are someone who thrives on balance and harmony. That's what you aim for. You can't thrive unless your surrounding is peaceful and harmonious and everything is, in balance, which is beautiful. So let's see, where are you headed? And you get the Hierophant. Wow. You are definitely getting a leadership position, all right? Or you're making it big. I told you you'll be seen. Remember that when I said in the beginning? You are going to be at the top of your game. So whatever be your career, especially where you're seen, you are making it big. People are seeing you. This could be in any area of your life. Whatever be your career, you are reaching the topmost position. You are being seen. You are making it big. And that is because you take people with you. You believe in harmony. You believe in balance. And because of this, people feel safe around you. You are taking this to the next level. All right? People see you as a very strong leader. Having said that, there may be places wherein there are fears which are not worked on yet. You need to work on those fears. You need to detoxify your system so that you don't lose that balance, which is the basis of everything that's happening. By nature, you are very simple people and your thoughts are very clear, and that is your USP. All right, when you start doubting yourself, know that you need to take some time out, work on yourself. For a lot of you, sitting by the ocean may help you a lot. All right, now what can you do to make your career and moving forward, whatever it is, how do you make it more fulfilling? You get the Six of Wands. Wow. All right, you've been so focused on making a balanced environment, working towards harmony and peace, making sure that everyone gets their due. It's all just. And how this is going to be fulfilling for you is that because you've been working on these areas of life wherein work happens, but along with that, everyone is looked after. That is your USP. That is what is, making you very popular with everyone. That is what is catapulting you to success. And this success, when you actually see it, when it's visible to the world and it's visible to you, this is what is going to bring you great fulfillment. You are not working towards this success. Whatever job you have at hand, whether it's a company, whether you own the company, or whether you're a cog in the wheel, whatever be your situation, you make sure that you do your bit to the best of your ability, and you maintain your surroundings, with absolute aesthetic, with absolute balance, and in complete harmony. And this is what is taking you to this pinnacle of success, your need for balance. And you were not focused on the outcome. You were focused on the journey. But the outcome is what is going to validate whatever you've been doing so far. I love this energy for you. It's beautiful. Are you in alignment with your soul calling? And wow, you get a yes, but you get the devil card here. For some of you, you may not be, not for some of you, none of you have been focused on the final outcome of success. You just want everything to be harmonious. But with the devil card here, as far as are you in alignment with your soul calling? You are in alignment with your soul calling, but sometimes your need to be in alignment with everything just correctly may actually be the reason why you will face imbalance in the future. Don't get obsessed. Right now, you've got everything in balance. When you lose that balance, because, once you get the success, that's when you need to have all your skills in place. Whatever you've done to reach that success, it's like this. People work really hard. They know all the things that they need to do. You've got to be in balance. You got to work, but you can't be only focused on work. You got to maintain balance. All that everyone knows. Everything is out there for us to learn and imbibe and practice. And people do it. And this takes them to success because they're in alignment with the universe. And then what happens? The minute they get that success, then maintaining your success at that level is the most difficult thing to achieving. Success is easy, but maintaining and staying at that level while everything is same is very difficult. You look at any business, they are so good when they start out. The customers are so satisfied, and then the customers they flood in, they buy the product, whatever it is, and these people reach their pinnacle of success. They're doing very well, they're thriving, and then what do? Then they start hiking the price, which is still acceptable, but along with hiking the price, they start reducing the quantity, reducing the quality. So everything that has made them reach there, they start compromising on what makes them reach there, and then they find a sudden drop. And then they want to start, finding an in-between way. You're being told that your USP has been balance. Your USP has been harmony. your USP has been working towards balance and harmony in your journey. The journey has been as important as the goal. In fact, your focus was never on the goal because you believed that if everything worked, if you worked together in synergy, you will reach there. But when you finally reach there, to maintain that becomes an obsession with you, and this is something you need to guard against. And you are definitely in alignment with your soul's calling, all right? But you need to really guard against getting obsessed. Now, for those of you who want to switch their jobs from wherever they are, basically the disruption hasn't happened, this harmony is yet to happen. What happens if you switch your job and you get the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? I feel for those of you who switch their job, you will possibly leave your single status and actually get married, which is something which I actually didn't expect to see here. But this is what's going to happen. For those of you who that disruption hasn't happened, who are still stuck and are working towards bringing harmony into the situation, and if things are not working, you are walking away or you're changing things where you are, with the Hierophant is here. For some of you, this is reaching the pinnacle of success. For some of you, this is tying the knot, I feel. All right, doesn't mean to say that you'll stop working because of it, but it just says that you might, some of you are leaving, you may actually lose your single status and get married to someone else, because this new place of work may find you someone whom you're interested in. All right, that is what's going to happen when you leave, and you will be thriving. From the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen is a huge jump, and it's not to say that you're thriving because of the person you're getting married to, but for some people, the Venus and the blessings of Venus gets unlocked only when you are in a relationship, when you get married. So that's what's happening to you. The next thing is what happens if you stay put and you get the Temperance. Oh wow. So either way, it's a win-win situation for you. If you continue to stay, again, the Temperance is all about balance. Oh, I love this reading. It just screams balance from every angle. This is wonderful. Peace and harmony. All right. So that disruption may happen to get you here, but you are definitely coming here. For some of you, you're going to be on the top of your game, leaders, but you take people with you. You are very popular with everyone. Maintaining it may make you unpopular, because to maintain, you may tend to get obsessed with maintaining that level. So the very thing that made you reach that, you might forget. So you're being told right now to think about it and keep that in your mind. What else do you need to know? And you get the, who is this? The Page of Swords. You're being told to not look at everyone else's journey, even for ideas. Let it come from within. Have that beginner's mind to keep reinventing, but don't look elsewhere for ideas. You've got it within you to get whatever it is that you want. Because keep your thoughts simple and clear, as you always do. Your strength is carrying people with you. Your strength is being able to think very clearly. If there's balance is lost, you need to take a break from everything, detoxify, get your head, sorted, and come back. That is the only way. As within, so without. When you sort yourself out, you become the best leader. Okay, moving forward. Advice from Spirit, and you get the Three of Pentacles. Yes, you are building something which is lucrative. People are already seeing it. People are seeing how you're working. You're not scared of working, and you're not scared of taking people with you. This is such wonderful energy. You are charismatic leaders. That's who you are. Pile number 3. And now let me read about the Ocean. What does the Ocean have to say? I've never drawn this card before for anyone. Here, the Ocean. The power of, it says, the unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet, amid its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs, like Aphrodite. We rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. Life is change. Let the wave crash. When light, deeper than deep, big dreams, discovery. When dark, subsumed, drowned, polluted, and unpredictable. And you know what I get from this is the ocean represents that disruption that's waiting to happen. And then it leaves you with your harmony, with your balance, temperance energy, justice energy, Libra, you go to the top. People look at you because balance is very important for you. When you reach the top, and this is your soul's calling, there may be a tendency to be harsh just to keep things working. That is when you lose balance. And this is your ego being dissolved to help you maintain what it is that you stand for, what it is that you represent. And that is what the ocean talks about. You are going to learn how to dissolve your ego to maintain whatever it is that you have built, to come down to the basic of who you are. That balance. That when you are in balance, you're in complete alignment with the universe. When that balance is lost, then things start falling apart. So this is going to be a life lesson for you, and this is going to be something beautiful what you're building up. You are definitely getting a promotion, being on top of your game. Charismatic leader, you're getting a lot of success here with the Six of Wands. Just remember, at that time, don't lose who you are and how you reach there. All right? That is all I have for you. Beautiful pile number 3. It was an honor to read for you. I loved your reading. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.